League. Welcome back, League. The commission's here. Missed a week, won't happen again, but I'm back. We have a lot to cover in this video. To wrap up 2 weeks, let's go right into it. Week 3 scoreboard. The Dong Boys, 110.6. Love those fractional points. To 61.9 over Team Grimwald. Dong Boys gunning to 2-1. Team Grimwald falling to 1-2. What is going on with our reigning champion? Next up, Sunday Murderer 6, Nick Adam 1-2, improving to 1-2 with a 110, another 110.6 to a 65.6 beatdown of Die Hard Giant Mark Zanfidi, who slips to 1-2. TC Raw, now named Uncle Raw, improves to 2-1 with a 106 smackdown on Team Freno to 106 to 80.8. Team Freno falls to 0-3. Still winless, Steelers to Society improves to 1-2, 105.3. Over the other winless team, the Trailblazers, falling to 0-3, 105.3 to 76.9. And one of the only undefeated teams in the league, Team Harris, improves to 3-0, 112.7. Rodden really fucking good. Shane Ravizza falls to 1-2, 91.6. Watch out, Team Harris, former champion. He's improving. One of the undefeated teams in the league. Area Nation improves to 2-1, beating Team Ibe, falls to 2-1, 73.3 to 60.1. And next up, the other undefeated team in the league, Shredskins, improves to 3-0 with a 103.4 beatdown of Team Zimmerman Taiteo, 92.2, who falls to 2-1. So that is your Week 3 scoreboard. In between last week, Week 3, and this week, Week 4, we had a big trade go down. Yours truly, the Dong Boys, traded away Travis Kelce, tight end of the Kansas City Chiefs, and Danny Woodhead, running back of the San Diego Chargers, to Area Nation for Zach Ertz, Philadelphia tight end, as well as Niall Davis, running back in place of the injured Jamal Charles of the Kansas City Chiefs. This trade that went down, a lot ensued after it. After the trade was posted and accepted and finalized through, these text message ensued.
You're such a dumb idiot! Fuck you, bro.
T-Note and Area Nation going after each other. I love it. But then, the next day, someone was feeling remorseful.
Cause I'm kissing you.
Clearly in love with each other, those two guys. This is what the Ultimate Fantasy League is all about, boys. Making shit talking happen, and then saying you're sorry and making up. I fucking love it. On a side note, it looks like that trade actually worked out pretty well for Hunt. Psych. Woodhead out for the year. Great move, Hunt. Let's look at the standings, right into the standings of the Ultimate Fantasy League going into Week 4. Team Harris and Shredskins are both the only undefeated teams in the league, both 3-0. And then we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way tie for second. Dong Boys Area Nation, Team Zimmerman Taiteo, Uncle Raw, and Team Ibe all 2-1. And then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way tie for third. Rodden really fucking good. Team Grimwald, Steelers to Society, Die Hard Giant, Mark Zanfidi, no longer the Click Commanders, and Sunday Murderer 6, Nick Adam, all 1-2. And look at the bottom. Team Freno and the Trailblazers without a victory yet. Ugh! Team Freno, get it together. Trailblazers, get your shit together. All right? Now, let's go into week number 4. Here we go. First up, Team Zimmerman Title against the Trailblazers. Team Zimmerman Title going off against the Trailblazers in week 4. Looking at this, projections going against each other. 87 for the Trailblazers, 100 going for Team Zimmerman Title. Team Zimmerman Title, Tom Brady going against KC. Tony Romo for the Trailblazers going against New Orleans defense in a high shootout game in Dallas. With that prediction, I'm going to say the Trailblazers gets their first win. Moving on. Next up, riding really fucking good, Shane Ravizza against Uncle Raw. The 1-2 riding really fucking good team going against Uncle Raw, this 2-1 squad. Right now, Shane Ravizza's up 21.4 with a 23.4 outing for Larry Donnell of the New York Giants going against Uncle Raw, who had a 2.8 outing with Pierre Garkin. Right now, projecting a 117.4 to 93.8 for Uncle Raw. I'm going to go with the projections on this one. Ron really fucking good with the win. Next up, Team Grinwald against Aryan Nation. Team Grimwald, our defending champion. What is going on with his team? He is 1-2. Aryan Nation in his usual spot of a winning record at 2-1. Aryan Nation right now already has a 15-0 lead for the Alfie Morris going off on Thursday night against the Giants. Can't say the same thing about those Redskins as Team Grimwald got to see for his very own eyes up in DC. I heard Grimwald burnt his jersey and then got naked in Magruder's car. That's always a good sign of a very good team, and that is always a good sign that your team is probably going to lose this weekend in fantasy. Projecting right now 114 to Aryan Nation's 103. I'm rolling with Aryan Nation as much as I hate it. Aryan Nation for the win. Next up, Steelers to Society against Team Freno. Steeler to Society 1-2. Team Freno 0-3. Going up against each other this week. Projection total looking at Steeler to Society 96. Team Freno looking at a 103. Steeler Society got Nick Foles going against the San Francisco defense on Sunday in the late game. Aaron Rodgers going against Chicago at 1 o'clock for Team Freno. LeGarrette Blount, Chris Johnson squad against the Reggie Bush, Fred Jackson squad. But I think the win here is Kyrie Robinson has a big day against Dallas in a high-scoring game. And Team Freno also gets his first win of the season. Moving on. Team Ibe against Sunday Murderer 6, Nick Adams. Team Ibe 2-1 going against the 1-2 Sunday Murderer 6, who also already has a league because of that matchup that happened up in Thursday night with the Giants going against the Redskins. Sunday Murderer 6, his team, no other team in the league, fellas, has been decimated by injury like Nick Adams has. It is ridiculous. His reaction should be this.
Suck him, motherfucker! You shit animal! I hate you so much.
That's exactly what his reaction should be. Just breeze, but stay with me for a second as I go through his team. Jamal Charles, his first round pick, he's been out. Then we have Robert Griffin III, out for the season, or for at least 6 weeks. MJD, he's been out of the game. Carson Palmer, his backup's also been out. But I'm going to go ahead and say that Sunday Murder 6 gets the win. Moving on. And finally, we have Team Harris against Josh Redskins. All right, gentlemen, this is the matchup of the week. Both undefeated teams. Team Harris 3-0. Josh Redskins 3-0. Already with a 14.1 lead because of, yet again, the Thursday night matchup that happened between the Giants and the Redskins. Rashad Jennings getting a 5.2 with the Ruben Randall. Hot play for Josh Redskins at 8.9. Projections right now, 105 to Team Harris's 116. I'm also saying Josh Redskins gets the win. Team Harris gets his first loss of the season. Josh Redskins goes to 4-0. And finally, we have your matchup of yours truly, the Dung Boys against Die Hard Giant. Die Hard Giant rocking a 0.9 lead right now on me. Jesus Christ, that's terrible with Deshaun Jackson going on Thursday night. Projections 89.9 to my 103 and never pick my own game. That's it. Week 4. Let's see it happen, gentlemen. Get your lineups ready. And the next week update will be out promptly on Thursday night. I'm the commish, and I am out.